Welcome back to Recipe Amateur Investigator. Today we're going to be making a southern dish. This is going to be a southern peach cobbler. And it's by barefootinthekitchen.com. So let's get started. The first thing we have to do is cut up some peaches, which I have some already cut here. So you're going to need about 8 medium-sized peaches. So I already have this one cut, but I just want to show you if you're asking how do you cut a peach because it has a pit in it. So what you're going to do is just slice it from the top all the way around. Then you're going to open it up, and then you're going to get your pit out. And that's how you cut a peach. And then I do is I cut these ends off, and then you just slice them really thin. So let me cut it again. Here. Just don't cut your finger. And I leave the ends as well, so I think I got enough peaches over here. So the next thing we're going to do is the ingredients for the pie filling. First, you're going to set your oven at 425 degrees. So I already have mine set. I have my 8 peaches cut and trimmed in here. You're going to get 1 tablespoon of lemon. You're going to get 1/4 of sugar, 1/4 cup of brown sugar, as well as 1/4 a teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1/8 teaspoon of nutmeg, and then 2 teaspoons of cornstarch, or you can use arrowroot. Never used arrowroot, so we're going to use cornstarch. So let me cut my lemon and squeeze. And about squeeze some in there, just in case I should eat about that much. So it says 1 teaspoon of fresh lemon. Look at that. Exactly 1 teaspoon of fresh lemon. So put that in here. And then you're going to get your sugar, which is 1/4 of brown sugar. I'm going to put that in here. Then you're going to get 1/8 of nutmeg. Put that in. And then we're going to get a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. Close it. And we're going to stir this together. I just love these things, just to show y'all. It clicks. They're coming the whole set. I just love these. Okay, and then we're just going to, whoops, that's the Italian in me. And then we're just going to mix this up in a bowl. I'm probably going to put it in that pie dish and mix the rest of it up. But let's go ahead and get it mixed. And then you're going to put this in the pie dish, 13 by 9, for at least 10 minutes, and then we'll make the dough. So let's put this in here. I'm just going to stir it in here. I think it might work better. Okay. And just put this all in here, mix it up. So you can see it's starting to mix a lot better in here. And that's your peaches. Looks good. Okay, I'm going to put these now in the oven and let it cook for 10 minutes while I go ahead and make the topping for it. Let's give it just a second. Be right back when you put this in the oven. And then we'll start the dough. 10 minutes. Perfect. When you start to cook it, after we put the ingredients in, you're going to need a little pan to put underneath there, so anything drips, it would drip on your pan instead of your oven. And then the next thing we're going to do, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to add the cornstarch. So one moment, I knew I forgot something. So give me one moment to get them out. I never made this before, so sorry, forgot to add in the cornstarch. So we're gonna put the cornstarch in. Made a boo-boo. You know, it's better to tell you I did, be honest, so it doesn't turn out bad. So we're just gonna put that in. And I guess the cornstarch is gonna thicken everything up. So let's put that back in. And remix it. Okay. Perfect, okay. Now, let's start again. We're gonna put this back in the oven. There we go. So I got it back in the oven now. And like I was saying, try to get it like a little, at the end, after we do the dough, we're gonna put this on top of it so any drippings doesn't fall in your oven. So now we're gonna make the topping. So what you're gonna need is 2 cups of flour. There. You're gonna need a 1/2 cup of brown sugar, a 1/2 cup of white sugar. We're gonna need salt, and that is gonna be 1 teaspoon of salt. I know I have it here. There it is. 1 teaspoon of salt. And then you're going to need 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Oh, not baking soda, baking powder. I tricked y'all. So, baking powder. And then we're going to mix it up. And you need a 1/2 cup of boiling water. We're going to put this all together and mix it up. And they said to use a whisk for this. And then also you're going to need butter. The butter you're going to do, you need to grate it before you use it and keep it in the chill. And that's going to be about, how much butter? 8 butter. And I already got it already cooked. I got it grated right here. So what we're going to do is mix this up with the butter. Put the butter in here. And then we're going to use some, some hot water as well. It says make sure your butter is cool, so my butter is nice and cool. Put this in here. All this in here. I think this is the part that took the most of doing the butter instead of the peaches. Cutting the peaches was pretty quick, but grating this butter, well, that took some time. She said you can cut it up in cubes, but if you cut it up in cubes, you have to get one of those little choppers and chop it up really good. This in here. Okay. So you got the butter, and then you get one half of boiling water, which I do. And then we just mix this all together, and it should form the dough. And this dough is what we're going to use to put on top of it. And turn it off and scoop it down. again, just a little bit more. It's going to take a time because it's supposed to get kind of like thick. And then you're going to drop it just like you do with chocolate chip cookie dough. You know how you just spoon it on top? And we're going to spoon this on top of it. So it's still mixing. Let's go ahead and open it back up. Mix it again. And do it one more time. Just going to do it a little bit faster so it gets off of the spoon, off the whisk. Okay. And this is going to be the dough that we're going to be putting on top of it. See? I'm going to go ahead and get the peaches out of the oven, and then we're going to put this on top, and then we're going to let it bake for like 28 minutes. So one moment, let me go get those out. And then we're just going to spoon this on top of it. I don't know if you can see right here with all this. Move it all. And then you're just going to get a spoon and just drop it everywhere on here. You're supposed to just drop it in. And that's going to be the cobbler part. Some people like eating this with ice cream. Some people do it with homemade cream. And that's what we're going to do, just drop it all in. Keep going. And then I'm going to put this in the oven and let this cook for 28 minutes, and I'll be right back. So it's been 28 minutes, exactly 28 minutes for this Southern Peach Cobbler, and it looks really good, doesn't it? It's pretty hot, the thing, but the pan, but doesn't that look pretty? And then what you need to do next is you get 1/3 cup of sugar, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, and you mix it. I think that's quite a bit. I don't know if I'm going to use all of it because it's quite a lot. And you just kind of just sprinkle it on top. Everywhere. And I think that's plenty. And that's what they call a Southern Peach Cobbler. It's pretty, isn't it? So let's go ahead and taste it. Before I do, I just want to let you know this recipe is by, it's called Southern Peach Cobbler, barefeetinthekitchen.com. So I'll post this as well, but let's go ahead and taste it. I'm just going to come right over here. Give it a little taste. This is so good. I might just not going to share it with anybody, but I will share it. So thank you for coming into my kitchen. I hope your family enjoys this recipe as much as mine does. And don't forget to hit subscribe and follow me also on Facebook at Recipe Amateur Investigator. Join the group page. And again, thank you for coming into my kitchen. See y'all later. Bye-bye.